is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They're led out by one of the few left-handed cornerbacks in the game today. Out of Boise State, it's Kellen Moore.
Would you say that last week's performance by him workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
The inaugural carry for Darren McFadden. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Here we go now. Back there, Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
McFadden again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling it.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
7 yards to go on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Great. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Crosby on now to kick it away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. second down. Here's McCown. He'll find the rookie, Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 41-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. McCown now on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Again, it's McCown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Devon House. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Jalen Smith. I got to have some enthusiasm for this young man who missed his whole rookie year because of a knee injury in college. To see him back on the field making plays, that's exciting.
It is, and the good news for him, still just 22 years old, so hopefully a long, bright future ahead of him. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This is going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Now on to kick it away, the rookie from Miami, Justin Vogel, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Perry from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. 1 quarter down. 7-0 is our score. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. And coming up later tonight in the NFL, we'll have the Chiefs heading down to Houston to take on the Texans. And then on Monday night, it'll be an NFC North battle. Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field.
Traditional rivals getting after it one more time.
Rodgers now on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know Devontae Adams really developed in 2016 as a receiver for Green Bay. I think he had plenty of incentive because when Aaron Rodgers breaks contain, gets out of the pocket, anything can happen downfield. You can find yourself open, can't you?
And it makes Adams a high-volume guy. Week 7 and 8 last year, 25 catches, highest 2-game total in the illustrious history of the Packers.
Have you gotten used to seeing Martellus Bennett number 80? I mean, he's been number 88 his entire career, right?
And how about that, the fans selecting his jersey number?
Yeah, that was his idea. He put that out there on social media and said, here are a few choices. What should I wear? And he went with what the fans picked. Over 100,000 people weighed in.
Play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Gets it to Bryce Butler, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. First and 10. Here's McCown. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second down, McFadden. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 34 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Again on first with McFadden. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. McCown throwing on second. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jake Ryan able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, McCown. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. McCown to throw on second down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And some room to roam now. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Rodgers now on first down. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So 2nd and 10 here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive? Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air on second down. McCown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and long, it's McCown. And that is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right at the 35. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first down, Rodgers. Caught left side, Bennett. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They start the drive with McFadden. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get to the highlights. The Cowboys now for 2 straight weeks are having trouble throwing the football. The Packers have done enough on that end to disrupt the flow, and that's played into it as well. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first.
And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26. Yard line just across the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half.
And look out. I think he's going to go. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go now. 3.
On second down, here's McCown. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. McCown going to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now.
First down, a run with McFadden. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down and 4.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now McCown. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, his first touchdown of the year. Then the Cowboys get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
319. 319.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's got Bennett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
And again, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 22-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordy Nelson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Green Bay score. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Terrence Williams getting ready to go again here on offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Time running out here on the play clock. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. Second down following the incompletion. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's McCown. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much? I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Now let's go.
Throwing on first is McCown. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better. And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. McCown again on 2nd and 10. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having.